at the beginning of camp, I thought it was doubtful, just because he hadn't done a whole lot. There's still some rehab left to accomplish, and we got him a lot of at bats here the last 7 to 10 days. So we feel, and he played a lot of shortstop, played a lot of second base, stuff that people couldn't see, where there was a lot of backfield action. We had a lot of arms throw to him and Gunner, just to get those guys a lot of at bats, and I thought it was getting more closer to being an option to him breaking with us a few days ago. And then the last few days, he had good at bats. He played a lot defensively. We recovered really, really well. So we made the decision to have him start with us.
Good news on Mateo. Any word on Gunner?
Yeah, Gunner's going to start the year in Norfolk tomorrow. So now it's just about getting him in game shape, and hopefully he's with us soon.
When you look at Arias and Westberg, third and second, what's the kind of calculation between who gets which spot? They obviously can play both, but how do you decide who gets which spot on a day-to-day basis?
I'm deciding between the two of them?
Yeah, when you're Arias at third today, Westberg at second. What goes into that?
If Arias in the lineup, the majority of the time he's going to be at third base, and that means Westy plays second.
You just think he's a better third baseman, Arias?
Yeah, I think they're both good players. I think Urias is more comfortable at third. He won a Gold Glove there, so I think that he's just played third base a lot more than Westy has.
What kind of a role do you see for Albert Suarez in the bullpen?
Well, the way we're going to start out with, and anything can happen. And we've seen that the past few years. But as of right now, he's going to be a kind of a long swing guy, where he's going to be able to give us multiple innings out of the bullpen. Does he get reinserted in the rotation soon? That's yet to be determined, or as well as we're keeping him ready to be a starter at some point throughout the season also. So, but right now he's going to be a long man in our bullpen.
What did Brian Baker show you this spring to earn him a spot in the bullpen?
Baker threw the ball well. He was throwing harder than he usually does in spring training, and usually the velo ticks up a little bit too as the season goes along. So he's throwing 98, 99 miles an hour second week of camp, and I like the changeup adjustment that he made with changing his changeup a little bit. Thought it was more effective. The breaking ball has continued to improve the last few years. I thought he had a pretty good spring training.
Was that a tough conversation with Levon Soto when he came here? He worked out, or was he prepared for, hey, it could be swapped out here?
I gave him the heads up. I gave him a heads up a few days ago that probably not going to decide the final roster until the last possible second. So he was, he knew that it wasn't a for sure thing. But what a spring training he had, and can only say really good things about him. The professional, how professional he is. I think he's a good player, and like I said, he's going to help us this year. So just because you don't make the team out of camp doesn't mean that you're not going to be with the team and be a big part of the team whenever the day comes. So he's going to stay ready, and I would assume to see him up here at some point. Yeah, this is I think what's cool is kind of walking around. We have a lot of first time opening day coaches. A lot of these guys, haven't had that experience, and it's just a special day. I mean, you wake up this morning, and there's a lot of anticipation, some anxiety. Can't wait to get to the ballpark. Can't wait to get it started. Can't wait to watch our guys play, and that's a feeling that'll never go away. It's the different butterflies in opening day than you normally